All right, so what do we got today, man? We got some
things on the internet, apparently.
Yeah. So we're going to do a segment from now on because it seems like the internet can't miss. The internet every single week provides us with some level of humor. You're probably a memer. You're probably somebody that looks up funny videos, whatever. We're trying to bring you the same stuff you've seen all over the place, but some of the stuff just deserves a little bit of debate, a little bit of hashing out. So we got some good ones, some good pictures we want to laugh at with you. Let's jump it off.
So we're gonna call this, I don't know. We'll take suggestions.
Yeah,
but for now, we're gonna call it
the best shit on the internet.
idiot internet. Maybe.
Internet.
Internet idiots.
Yeah, internet idiots. I like that.
Yeah, we're the internet idiots.
There you go.
Right now. And what do you want to talk about first?
Let's jump right in with Ikea.
All right. So you think Ikea? What could be interesting about Ikea right now? That's where you're wrong. So right here, we got this.
Read it out loud for the folks on the podcast.
So, man arrested for putting fake arrow decals on the floor of an Ikea and creating a labyrinth with no exit.
That is hilarious. If you've ever been to an Ikea, you know that they have arrows guiding you through. For me, I've only been to Ikea twice, I think, maybe even once. And I found the arrow thing to be extremely frustrating. I think some people probably like it. I hate it.
And it's also designed to make you go through everything, even though if you're trying to go to a specific section, you can't like cut through.
No.
Except they have like some rooms you can just like cut through and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
It's a weird setup. It actually, and I'm not gonna say it's not smart. Like they got something figured out with it, like kind of keeping people in the store. But for somebody that like knows what you're about, I'm trying to get in there. I needed like a trash can or something the first time I went in, and all of a sudden I'm 2 floors in, and I feel like I'm just lost in this maze, and I was annoyed.
So this reminds me of the thing that you told me about, the or maybe I told you about, but the soap opera, quote unquote, that was filmed in an Ikea.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
the Ikea. There's something about it that makes it a really unique store. Like, you couldn't do this kind of filming anywhere else, right? Like, there's something about an Ikea that's random. So, yeah, if you can see this picture, it doesn't matter. It's just this guy, and he's literally just taking arrows and put them on the floor, and he's just created this enormously annoying labyrinth, so everybody's got to work their way through and never find
and you come back, and you're, like, at the beginning, and you're like, God, what the hell?
I know a manager, because I've been a manager before. I know he's the one that dealt with all the guff, and I feel bad for that guy. You know, he's like, oh, how could you guys do this to us? You got a store where their arrows are pointing all over the place, and how's he going to explain to that guy that he didn't put those arrows down?
Well, apparently some jabroni came in here and did this, and we were unaware that was a thing.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think that's a great story. What else we got here? We got
well, you know, the weather. Luckily, it's been reasonable temperature most of the time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So we got.
I do love a good news fail, dude. Yeah. I like with it because
as long as I like a happy news fail.
For sure. Yeah, I don't want to see about. Yeah, but I mean, now that we actually do this and we're required to kind of sift through the internet, find the good stuff, chop it all up, get the graphics ready, put them on screen, you can understand where if you're doing it every single day, it's just fraught with opportunity for error, right?
Yeah, like there's so many times, like right here, boom.
So on this picture, if you can't see it from home, it's just a weather forecast. It's all the way through the day, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m. And as you can imagine, the temperature rises, 58, 65, 70. But I guess it was some kind of typographical error.
Just type 2 sevens. It's simple.
Yeah, just 2 sevens instead of at 2 p.m. And now it says it's going to be 774 degrees. And somebody captioned with, forget the virus. We're all going to die at 2 tomorrow. And I actually got a real chuckle out of that because they can't see this green screen she's working on it, right? She can't see that. And I imagine in her head she's
I mean, there's a monitor down there where she can see it, but it's not like she looks back and sees it.
Right. I would imagine.
So, and you're just reading off a teleprompter probably too. Like a lot of it's not freewheeling like when you're doing the weather though. Like it's all written.
It's all ready to go.
She might have a monitor to make sure she's like standing in the right spot, but you're not like actively looking at the map.
No. So for me, like I said, I've actually, and when I was in high school, I did this. we were we had like a little program you could be on the TV and everything. It would be hard for me not to say that. I think they're probably trying to be professional, and she probably skipped over it. But it'd be really hard for me not to look over and be like, and now at 2 o'clock, you guys are going to want to get inside here.
Yeah, really run the AC a little extra.
yeah, it's getting a little hot in here. Still says 1, so I don't know. One of us is messing up. But anyhow,
Probably you.
Probably me. Always me. What else we got here on the internet? We got what else did we see today? We saw. What is that?
Oh, that's this guy.
Oh
this one.
yeah, I do want to see that one.
All right. So came across this article. For those of you at Starbucks app have the thing, you know, like they got that gold star or whatever they do, like points and stuff like that, and you get a free drink every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's no limit to that free drink. I was unaware there was not like a limit to this free drink.
Like how much you could spend on that free drink.
As long as it's a drink they serve, they'll give it to you for free.
Now, I assume, I don't know this for sure, but I assume that's because they changed their rewards program. It used to be like you got these really simple points, and I think even like my roommate used to say you could get like 6 or 7 coffees and you get a free coffee. Now he said you got to save up like 120 points to get a free drink, and I think like every dollar you spend or something is a point. So he said, you know, it kind of only ends up rewarding the people that are ordering the cappuccino lattes,
things,
right? You know, so he said for me that goes in there and gets like a regular $2 coffee, it kind of screws the coffee drinkers.
Even though you go more often.
Right, they go more often, and the whole place is about coffee.
Yeah.
You're the one that actually ends up getting screwed. So that's kind of funny to me.
So this guy decided his whole entire goal was to try and get the most expensive drink he could possibly figure out how to get.
Mm-hmm.
So he went in there and worked with them. It says, you know, he went in there with the barista and worked with them. So he's not just trying to be a dick. He's just he's doing it for, you know, for a bit of a giggle.
Right.
So I had to pull up on here the actual receipt. I zoomed in a little bit. But so this guy, first off, brought in a 128-ounce glass. For those that don't know, that's a 1-gallon glass.
Classic 1-gallon glass.
So I'm assuming that's basically a flower vase at that point.
I would assume so, yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine that's. Hey, we got a host.
Hey, look at that!
There
Somebody's hosting the stream.
There we go.
So he starts off with a good old-fashioned, it looks like, vanilla bean mocha frappuccino.
Classic.
So
that's 2 frappuccinos mixed together, by the way.
maybe it's the most expensive frappuccino. I don't know. I don't know what
says
the rule
white
is.
mocha on there.
So he added 60 shots
Oh
of espresso to this thing. 60 shots. Then he has mocha he added, extra mocha drizzle, caramel drizzle, protein powder, which I didn't even know was an option at Starbucks.
I didn't know that either.
If that's a thing, I might have to start going and just be like,
I know they have smoothies, though. Maybe that's
yeah,
okay.
maybe you can get like a protein smoothie. I don't know. A hazelnut drizzle, and let's go. And then he just used his manager reward.
So allegedly, this drink would cost what, $60?
$54.75.
54. So he made a drink. I assume just for shits and gigs, like you said, that would cost Starbucks $54. I'm looking at the receipt here, and so are you. $40 for 60 shots? Is that what that says?
Maybe 48.
48, something like that.
Yeah.
That
75 cents a shot, an extra shot.
And
I don't
know that there's people that go in there and get 3, 4, even sometimes 5 shots, which just makes me want to vomit. As somebody that can only barely drink a little bit of coffee without getting all. But I look at that and I think, if somebody actually tried to do that, you don't think that they would draw a line in the sand?
If you're the barista, no. If
Yeah.
you're Starbucks, yeah.
Yeah, if you're
like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends if there's like a manager on duty at that moment or something like that. They might be like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Yeah.
But if you're working there, you know, like you said, Tony and Malcolm both worked at Starbucks, and they something like this they would have jumped on.
Maybe. Or
On the right day.
Right. Maybe
Yeah.
the right day. I was going to say, it depends on.
Wrong day, they're going to this gets dumped on somebody's
Right, I
head.
was going to say customer service. Now, honestly, though, for me, if I'm working at a Starbucks and some dude comes in and say, I get a free drink, I want 60 shots of espresso. My initial thought is like, I'm going to get in trouble for making this drink.
Yeah.
That would be my original problem. It's like, look, man, I hear you. Like, you should be able to get anything you want, but I can't just pour you a gallon of milk. Like where's
At what point is it, like,
where's the
too
line in the
much?
sand, right? Like, you can't just so it's like, okay, I'll take 100 shots, and I'd also like 6 gallons of milk. It's like, it's not a grocery store.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't just like take it home. Like, I'd like a to-go giant 87-ounce coffee.
They should just cap it at a normal price. Like, what's the
$20?
most That
Even.
is outrageous. There's
I'm
no way.
saying even $20 is ridiculous.
Outrageous. If you had to get a $20, you'd be what? Looking at that draft, you'd have to be at least 20 shots.
Something like that. Yeah,
nobody's
20
drinking 20
shots of and all the drizzles and all the things. So,
Nobody's drinking 20 shots. So I'm saying the most you could have somebody drink. I think I've heard somebody make like a 9 shot.
Yeah.
So that's it. What we're looking at like $1.50, $1.25, something like that a shot.
No, less than that. They're less than $1.
Less than $1.
Because you're getting 60 of them
60,
for 48.
Okay, so yeah, so less than $1, 75 cents maybe a shot. So this guy gets 9 of them plus the drink. You're looking at maybe 10, 11 bucks.
I'm saying, yeah, maybe $15.
That's the max. After that, we got to cut you off, dude. Look, I understand it's unlimited, but you can't just be. That'd be like if they were like, hey, if you eat at this salad bar every day of the week, you get one day where you get unlimited.
And
then
just
you
showed
roll
up
in with
with
like
a garbage bag.
a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Taking my to-go. It's like, yeah, bring your own to-go bag, and you just have a wheelbarrow.
You just strap your truck to the
Yeah,
side of it and just
yeah,
pull that son of a bitch
like,
out of there.
That's mine now.
You guys said unlimited, so they just take like the front door with them. People start pulling booths out of their out of the restaurant.
I own this Sizzler now.
Yeah, so
All right. So on that note, favorite all-you-can-eat place?
I like anything that has crab legs. So let's just start right there. If it has crab legs, of any kind of Vegas buffet, any kind of buffet that has seafood, I'm 100% in. To be honest with you, I don't want to go somewhere if it's all you can eat and if it doesn't have seafood. Because I don't even know what I would load up on.
Opposite because
Really?
I don't eat seafood
Oh,
really.
okay.
So
yeah,
like,
here, tell me what you got.
We went to a Vegas buffet, all of us, for my birthday last year, and it was very nice. But it was like maybe the seafood was the star of the show, and I missed it. But it wasn't as much like as I wanted it to be. Like I'd almost much rather go to a lower tier thing and just get like cheaper food and just know I can just like murder it. Like,
yeah.
Like an all
You don't eat
like
crab legs?
No. I mean, I've had crab and it's fine, but it doesn't do any, like, it's not like, doesn't
get you wound up like it gets everybody else wound
No.
up. That's crazy to me. Shrimp?
Shrimp I like, but that's about it. Like, I don't like regular tuna. Like, I'll eat canned tuna fish.
Clams?
I'm like, no.
Oysters?
Nah.
Lobster?
Again, it's like
I think
crab's
way better than lobster. Okay, what about like actual okay? So you've had crabs. Have you had like the big? Like
I've had in Maryland, like living in Maryland, crack them open, eat them,
Right.
and I've eaten it. And
what about
it's
like Alaskan
fine.
snow crab legs?
Probably not. Because again, it's like it's $1 to like value ratio for me. I'm not gonna like drop $20-$30 to try something I might kind of just
That's interesting.
not like.
Yeah, that's crazy to me because it's like it's almost like taught that you like seafood, right? Like from a young age, it's almost like this is expensive and you're gonna like it.
Yeah,
It's like okay,
lobsters are delicious.
Yeah.
Eat them; they're expensive.
I think lobsters are good, but I definitely would rather crab meat every time. 1,000 times out of 1,000, I would eat crab meat over lobster. I do like shrimp. I pretty much like every single thing on that list that I just gave you. Like I said, if I'm gonna go to a buffet and they don't have any seafood, it better be a $15 buffet.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'd much prefer like a $15, like you go to like a Chinese food buffet or something like that, and it's just like a ton of stuff that you're gonna enjoy, but it's not like that crazy. Or like I love like a good old Korean barbecue.
Yeah, I do like Korean barbecue. Now they have an actual Vegas. They call it Vegas Seafood Buffet here in Glendale, in Los Angeles. They have, like I was talking about, crab legs, all that kind of stuff, and theirs is actually pretty reasonable. I think during the weekdays, if you go at night, it's like $19.99. I think the weekends like $21.99. If I'm eating all you can eat anything and crab legs are included, that's a steal for me. That's completely unbeatable. So
I mean, to me, I'm like, yeah, $20, something like that. That is like prime, like
100%,
prime price point for me. Just knowing I can have a variety of foods at that price.
Yeah,
like because you go to like a reasonable like restaurant, $20 for sure.
I'm saying if I went to a restaurant and I said I want 2 pounds of crab legs, they're gonna charge me $40, or $50, or something outrageous. So I don't know.